It's actually starting to let up out there.
Well, I hope so. You know, Wang's been in the kitchen. He's been having a fit. This tree limb blew in the window, and he's been cleaning it up ever since.
Well, he's lucky he didn't have any more damage. You know, last night is possibly one of the worst storms I've ever seen for this time of year.
Yeah, I know. Hey, want some coffee?
Yeah, I would like some.
Okay.
Where were you?
When?
Last night. I was kind of worried about you. I tried calling your apartment, but there wasn't any answer.
Hey, did you hear about the good news about Ruby?
No, what?
Well, it looks like she's found herself a little backer for the coop.
Who?
Lurleen Harper.
Oh, I told her to leave poor Lurleen alone.
Well, she moved out to the Marshall Ranch, packed up Lurleen, and moved her right into Billy Joe's apartment. So she's got Lurleen right where she wants her. Bank
I can't believe that Kate would let her get away with it. What happened to your face?
Nothing.
Don't tell me nothing. You got some bruises there, honey. What happened?
It's nothing, Ricky.
I hope you choke. For your mother's sake, you better hope I don't. I'm gonna slap a lawsuit on her when I get out of here.
Ashley, you know as well as I do, this has nothing to do with my mother. It's not her fault. It's an act of God.
Oh, I didn't know he was in the elevator business.
You can't hold the owner of a building responsible for a power failure.
Oh, yes, I can. I have been in here for 13 hours, and no one has even made an attempt to rescue me.
No one knows we're here.
Obviously. And your mother's too cheap to have security guards or mechanics on duty at night.
Look, honey, no one is forcing you to stay here. You can always move out, you know.
How? As far as I know, this elevator hasn't moved all night.
I'm getting sick and tired of hearing you complain.
Oh, really? Do us all a favor. Why don't you leave?
There's a yellow rose.
Shut up! If you do that one more time, I'm going to kill you, TJ.
Well, if you don't like the Yellow Rose of Texas, I do a real great rendition of On the Streets of Laredo.
Shut up.
Well, we can make a trio.
Well, it's about time.
Hey, is there anybody in there?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, we're stuck in the elevator.
Help! Help!
I think there's somebody in there.
Get us out!
Hold on, folks.
At last. Oh.
13 hours and 11 minutes.
It seems more like 40 days and 40 nights. You know what? Your perfume really stinks.
No. Please, lie still. I just want to see if I can wipe some of this perspiration off you. Don't want you to catch a chill. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt you? Are you all right? I'm so sorry that I shot at you, but through the door I was just so frightened.
I'm glad you were such a bad shot.
No, don't. Whoever you are, please, just hold on. Hello, operator? Oh, Lord, what am I going to do?
Texas, starring Beverly McKinsey. The first part of Texas is brought to you by the first powder detergent with a full-strength fabric softener built right in. Bold 3, Cleans, softens, controls static. Bold 3.
Rise and shine. What? Rise and shine, darling.
Ruby! Will you keep it down to a scream, huh? Your voice is echoing this out of my head.
What's the matter? Hungover?
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh, I don't feel very well.
Here, this will make you feel better.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Try it. Here, I got one for you, too.
Oh, later.
Oh. Well, at least I fended off that cold that was coming on. Do we have any aspirin?
You guys must have been drinking some pretty potent medicine last night. I came in, you were both passed out cold.
Oh, I feel terrible. My legs and my head.
Well, it comes with the territory, honey. That's the price you pay.
Oh, I forgotten it could be this bad. Well, I used to remember my granddaddy when he was having a bad day. But I never did.
Oh, well, there's a first time for everything.
Well, I'm not going to drink anymore.
I heard that before.
Ruby! Will you just shut up and get the girl some aspirin?
All right. But not until you guys tell me what went on last night.
Oh, nothing went on, Ruby. Nothing at all.
All right, now I really want to know what went on here.
Oh, boy, I had such a terrible night last night. Electricity was out for hours. Have you ever tried to change a diaper by candlelight?
Can't say as I have.
Well, listen to me. It's no fun. I only hope the storm isn't going to stop customers from coming in.
Just let me worry about that, Neat. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything. I guess I'm just still upset about last night.
Did you get caught in the storm?
No, I got stood up for dinner.
By Elliot?
Well, I wound up with Elliot, but I was supposed to be having dinner with T.J. Canfield.
Oh. What happened?
Well, I waited at the top of the World Club. He never showed up. He didn't even call. He still hasn't.
Oh, that's terrible. How rude.
I think so, too. But I'm not going to spend any more time worrying about it. Thank you, Jeannie. So, have you been working on your sketches, Nita?
Yeah.
You know, I think if you keep at it, that we should put some of your designs into production.
Oh, they're not real designs. They're just dreams, drawings on paper.
Yeah, well, dreams have a way of working out, you know? You know, I was also thinking that I think we should come up with a name for your creations.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Well, why not? Every line of clothes has a name.
I just feel so... Oh, it would be kind of neat, though. Having my own design sold here.
That's it.
What?
Why don't we simply call them Nitas?
I've never been so glad to get out of a place in my whole life.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. It's been a long night. You girls have worn me out.
You're gross.
Thank you. I didn't know you were so sensitive, Rena. I thought that you were a Texas girl.
Forget it, TJ.
Okay. Gotta admit, though, this has been an interesting experience.
Oh, a fantastic experience if you're into torture. Personally, I'd rather spend 6 weeks on the Sahara with a camel.
Oh, no! Not again!
Move this thing or my mother will have yours!
As I walked out in the streets of the rain.
Shut up!
Right.
I'll kill him! With my bare hands, I'll kill him!
Wait. Oh, ladies, ladies. Now we're moving.
I'll never get on an elevator with you two again.
If you remember, I didn't want to get on this one with you to begin with.
So why did you?
Hey! Now remember what I told you, when people are thrown together in a disaster like this, it makes friends for life out of strangers.
Fortunately, you two are not strangers.
Hey, are you folks okay?
Well, I'm fine now that I'm out of that Iron Maiden. What took you so long? Well, he did the best job he could, Ashley. So now you're going to start defending.
Ashley, Rita, come on. Let's just forget it, huh? We've been under a lot of strain.
Yeah, I'm going home. Tell your mama she's going to be hearing from me.
Well, thanks a lot, old buddy. As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out.
I'm going to have to get the gardener out here the first thing tomorrow. That storm made a mess of everything.
The wind split that cottonwood up the street. Everything was blocked off when I came in last night.
Like some more coffee, honey?
Oh, I'm fine.
Stryker, watching the phone is not going to make it ring.
Where is she?
I don't know, but she's a big girl. She can take care of herself.
Under normal circumstances, yes, but after last night, you don't think she's in an accident, do you?
No. If she had been, we would have heard by now. Well, I suspect that she met a friend, and when the weather turned bad, she decided to stay where she was.
Wouldn't you have called?
Not necessarily.
Think she's with a man?
Possible.
I hope not. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I'll tell you one thing, she better not be with TJ.
No, Rena's not very fond of TJ.
Neither am I. I can't figure that young man out. He had our trust, he had a good job. I don't know what he wanted.
Apparently, he wanted a partnership in your law firm. Or the presidency of World Oil.
Never showed that kind of ambition before. How come now, all of a sudden?
A man can change, Stryker. It's a sign of maturity.
Not a sign of maturity going over to Marshall Oil.
I'm not so sure about that. At Marshall Oil, he'll be his own man.
He could have been his own man at World Oil.
Could he?
The boy's like a son to me. He betrayed me, and I don't like it, and I don't understand it. I just don't understand.
I'm sorry I frightened you.
I just, when you passed out, I thought you were...
I understand. I understand.
I'm just not equipped to...
It's all right. Where is this place, anyway?
You're on the Marshall Ranch. It's not too far out of Houston.
That makes sense. On the survey map that I was using, I figured I must have walked a couple of miles. So are we the only ones here?
For the moment, the ranch hands are down at the bunkhouse, and my son and his grandmother were caught in the storm. Must have been.
What time is it?
It's early. Storm's all over. What happened? I mean...
You mean, how did I get here?
Yes.
I was working out in the hills about 10 miles from here.
Working on what?
The survey. Was something private. Storm blew up, and I jumped into the Jeep and headed back in over that old cattle road.
Nobody even uses that road anymore.
I know. And nobody's going to be using it again, or at least not for a long time.
So what happened?
Well, you know that old wooden bridge over the Arroyo?
You mean the dry wash?
Yeah. Well, the Jeep was in the middle of that, and flash flood just shot up from nowhere, and the whole structure just collapsed like a deck of cards. And the Jeep and me with it.
That's...
Good 20-foot drop.
At least. Anyway, the water broke the fall. The Jeep landed upside down, and I got free. The current carried me down a ways, and finally it just threw me up in a dry spot and was covered in pine scrub. I must have passed out for a while.
So, how did you get here?
Well, I walked, hobbled, crawled. And I saw that light on in your stable before you turned it out.
Oh, I tell you, you scared me half to death.
I'm sorry I wasn't all that coherent at the time.
You know, I'd call a doctor, but the lines have been down since last night.
Well, I guess I'll just have to make do with my own special angel of mercy.
That angel of mercy shot at you.
Well, she missed.
Oh, are you all right?
Yeah. Just as long as you don't go away.
No, I won't. I promise I'll stay right here.
Good. Good.
Elena?
Will you stop getting worked up over nothing?
I can see the bruises on your face. Now, don't tell me it was nothing.
Well, that's exactly what they are. They're nothing.
Where did you get them?
I fell. Last night in the rain, it was slippery.
How did you fall?
Look, Ricky, you know, I'm embarrassed enough as it is that I was so clumsy. Now, are you going to really force me to tell you this whole story?
Well, I wish you would.
Oh, okay. Look, I was going back to my car, you know, when it was raining, and there was this huge, huge puddle, and I tried to jump over it, and I tripped.
And you fell in the street?
Yes.
And that's how you got those bruises on your face?
Well,
Come on, Elena.
I fell against the car, Ricky.
And it reached out and smacked you on, huh?
Come on, Ricky, what are you trying to prove?
Elena, you got the kind of bruises that you get when somebody hits you. You've been roughed up. I want to know who did it.
You know, I think that you've been a cop a little bit too long. I think your imagination is running away with you.
It was Bo Baker, wasn't it?
No, I told you what happened.
Why?
Because it was slippery and I...
Why are you protecting him?
Why are you so sure it's Bo?
Because Bo is the only one around here who would do something like that.
Look, even if it was Bo, and I'm not saying it was, I can handle him.
Yeah, I can see that. I warned you about him.
Ricky, I fell. I slipped and I fell.
Bo Baker did it, didn't he?
Ricky, you stay out of this.
I'm going to find Bo Baker, and when I do, he's going to be sorry he ever laid eyes on you, girl.
Ricky.
All right, I'm not leaving for the coop until you tell me exactly what went on between you two last night.
Nothing went on, Ruby. Use your head. Now, I came in here last night, soaking wet, and I made myself some toddy to fight off a cold, and Lurleen said she'd join me with one.
That's right, and then we had a conversation, a very nice conversation.
Very nice.
And a few more toddies.
You?
Yeah, well, that was a mistake. But we don't have colds this morning, and I had fun talking to Billy Joe. You have a very nice brother, Ruby.
Honey, I just want to apologize, Lurleen, for letting you get drunk. I just didn't think. I'm sorry.
It wasn't your fault, Billy Joe. I was the one that did all the drinking.
Oh, you take it easy there, Drew. You take her easy. It looks like we both got a real bad case in the morning afters, huh?
Well, it's not going to happen again because there's going to be no more drinking as long as Lurleen is in this house.
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
She's going to be all right, Ruby. All she needs is a little breakfast, that's all.
Maybe. But I think what she needs is her own apartment. I think we got to find you your own place. It's going to be real nice. We got to find it real soon.
Oh, that'd be wonderful, Ruby. I've always wanted a place of my own. Of course, I never lived in a city before. It'd be a little scary.
Oh, there's nothing to be scared of.
Well, of course not for you, Ruby. I mean, you're used to living on your own, but Lurleen here's different. I mean, you know, Houston's got a tough place. A lot of grabbers out there. And Lurleen here, well, you know, she doesn't have the kind of experiences you have.
I know that, Billy Joe, and that's why I'm going to take care of her.
Well, good. Don't you worry, darling, because old Billy Joe's going to look out for you, too.
Oh, thank you. I can't get over this. Just a week ago, I thought I was going to be so lonely when my granddaddy died. And now I got friends. 2 wonderful friends who worry about me and fuss over me.
We're not fussing over you, honey. We just want to make sure you're real safe and happy while you're here in Houston. So don't you worry about anything, because I'm just going to take care of you.
Oh, honey. I know you're disappointed in TJ, but there's no point in bearing a grudge.
I know, I can't help it.
Stryker, one vindictive person in this family is just about all I can handle, so will you please try to forget TJ? And as far as Rena is concerned, I'm sure she has a perfectly good reason for not coming home last night, or not calling.
She better have.
Stryker, you've got to stop thinking of Rena as a little girl.
Well, she is my little girl.
Daddy, hi.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Hello, Mama.
Where have you been?
In an elevator?
Elevator.
I spent the whole night stuck in an elevator in one of your buildings, Mama.
Oh, honey, how awful. Were you alone?
No, I was with TJ and Ashley.
What? All night?
All night.
Oh,
I'd like to have seen that.
Oh, Daddy, it was ghastly.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Mama, you got to do something about the maintenance of that building. I swear, if I had spent another 5 minutes in that elevator, I would have killed them.
What were you doing there in the first place?
I was over at Marshall Oil.
Oh?
Why?
Gloating. I've really fixed Justin this time, Daddy.
Rena, you promised.
Okay, where is he?